Kill me! I'm here! Kill me!
Hey everybody, this is Matthew Movies coming at you with my review of The Edge of 17. Now, before I saw this movie, I had heard a lot about it. There was a lot of buzz about it getting possibly nominated for an Oscar for Best Actress, which unfortunately did not come to pass, and Best Supporting Actor for Woody Harrelson, that also did not come to pass, unfortunately, because I actually liked this movie a lot. Now, I think you pronounce the main actress's name as Haley Steinfeld. Don't quote me on that. I don't really know that much about her, but I thought her performance was really, really great. Like, if you saw the movie Juno back in the day, this movie reminds me a lot of that, minus the unnecessary and really, really tacked on quirk factor, where and you know, the story isn't the same, like there's no pregnancy involved or whatever. But Juno, to me, I never really cared for that movie all that much, just because there seemed to be such an emphasis put on like everything coming off as quirky, like talking on my hamburger phone and all that stuff. But the shame of that always was to me that I thought that the story itself was really well done. This is the exact same thing as far as the story coming off as being somewhat relatable. It's not the typical everyday high school teen movie kind of fare. Like, there's nobody making a bet that they can make the high school nerd become Mr. Popular or any of that kind of stuff that you see all the time, which it may sound like I'm saying that derisively, but I gotta tell you, I'm a huge fan of teen movies, always have been, probably always will be. But that's not what this is. This is a movie that feels like it's grounded in reality. For those of you who don't know anything about it, it is essentially this girl who is dealing with a recent loss and also feels like a complete outsider. And her best friend and her end up having a fight, and she feels alienated from both her brother and her mother, and she's just trying to find a place for herself in the world while also having difficulty coping with, like I said, some loss in her life. And the movie is, like I said, it very much feels grounded in reality, and it's very affecting, and there's lots of moments in it that you're like, oh man, but they're all earned. Like, there's a moment, I'm not gonna tell you much about it, so this isn't really a spoiler, but there's a moment where the main character kind of starts talking to somebody else, and you for about half a second you're thinking, oh, maybe she's gonna meet a new friend here, and then that person says something real quick to her about, and it's a movie reference too, which of course is right up my alley, and get that whole, she feels shut down really, really quickly, but at the same time, it feels like something that that you could actually see happening in real life, especially because there's very adult content in this movie as well. Like, I'm not talking about like vulgarity or nudity, which there isn't really any of either, but the drama isn't over how she looks, how her makeup is clashing with her outfit or whatever. It's, dealing with real life situations that a young woman would definitely struggle to deal with, and a young man would definitely struggle to deal with. Obviously, different kinds of situations come into play based on your gender in today's society. But and there isn't a young man, but I'm just saying her situations are relatable. The absolute highlight of this movie to me, my only complaint is I really wish there was more. It's anytime there's a scene that has Woody Harrelson in it, it's always got the two of them, Woody Harrelson's character and Haley Steinfeld's character, and their repartee, their banter with one another is just so fun. It's so great. I love it, love it, love it. Some of the things that come out of his mouth are just shocking, but not like not in a way that's done for shock value. It's just, but it just doesn't. You're not expecting that to be what he's about to say. He plays his character is a teacher of hers, and they end up having some level of a bond there. And every time they're together, the screen just lights up. And like I said, my only complaint about this movie is I wish there was more of him. The other supporting actors like Kira Sedgwick is in this, and then a couple of other actors who I don't know their names. I'm seeing Blake Jenner here, but I have no idea who Blake Jenner is. But it is the guy who plays her, the main character's brother, and then her best friend is somebody by the name of Haley Lou Richardson. Both of those actors I had no idea about before watching this movie, but I thought they were both really, really good and felt like really honest portrayals. And every single performer in this movie gives a solid, if not awesome, performance. And the direction is great, and the writing is great. This is just, to me, one of the best teen movies, one of the best high school movies that I've ever seen, and it definitely rises above its genre, and it's definitely one that I think any adult could definitely get something out of. And like you look back on the history of like teen movies, like I remember being having a teacher play The Breakfast Club for me in school, and if this movie didn't have some of like the alcohol in it and that kind of thing, I could easily see this being one that took on a role like that. It's not as simplistic as The Breakfast Club, like you don't have all the clicks and all that kind of stuff, but it's definitely to me the best example of its genre in many years. And if you have any kind of enjoyment out of teen movies, I definitely suggest you check it out. I really enjoyed this movie. So those are my thoughts on The Edge of 17. If you've seen the movie, let me know in the comments below what you thought of it, what you thought of the performances, and if you would hit that like button, that would be amazing. It makes it so much more likely that I'll end up in those recommended pages. And hit subscribe. I love getting new subscribers. It means the world to me. And hit that bell button too, so you get notifications when I put out more videos. That would be absolutely wicked. Other than that, have yourself a nice day.